In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can achieve the light and airy look with your photos in Lightroom. That might look like this or this. I'm going to show you how you can take a photo that might look like this and turn it into something that looks like this. So let's get started on the Lightroom tutorial. One more thing before we start the tutorial, in order to get that light and airy look, you kind of have to start already before you hit Lightroom. So you have to kind of already plan ahead with the photo shoot that you're going to do, the time, the location, what's around, like in nature. This was in July, so summer there's lots of sun. So I decided to book the shoot after 5 p.m. and by that point, the sun has gone down a little bit, so it creates more softer look. It's not as harsh, and that's exactly the key, I think, in order to get that light and airy look. There's no harsh lighting, it's perfect even lighting. That's what you want. So just keep that in mind, that time of day and lighting really does count when trying to achieve that light and airy look. So without further ado, let's just get on into the Lightroom tutorial. I'm gonna show you how to achieve the light and airy look using this photo because I like it and I think the lighting is perfect. So I have to pick this one because it's so cute. So just to give you a little bit before and after, this is before, after, but on to the effects. So I'm gonna reset this. Sometimes I touch this, I don't always. I'm gonna actually bring it up just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna bring the tint up just a little bit as well. And then exposure is a big one. So this one's already pretty bright, so I don't know, maybe I'll do like 20 for now, but I tend to bring it down after. We're gonna touch the highlights, so we're gonna bring it up quite a bit. And then shadows goes up because we want that soft look. So I'm gonna bring it up probably around here somewhere. And then we're gonna work on the whites. So definitely bring the whites up. I'm gonna bring it up to around around here, maybe like 29-ish. Blacks are gonna go up as well quite a bit. I'm gonna bring clarity down a little bit actually, because I find with the light and airy look, the softness is key. It just makes everything look really good, especially if you're doing wedding photos. I want to bring down the yellow because there's quite a bit of yellow in the background with the trees. It's just not the look we're trying to go for, as much as I do love yellow. I'm gonna bring it down to about -5. The green will go up. Oh yeah, see, this is gonna look ridiculous for a second, but don't worry, we'll fix it. So I'm gonna bring that up to like 62, and then I'm gonna leave the aqua, but I'm gonna change the blue and bring that up to around here. Saturation, I'm gonna bring up the reds just a tiny bit because I don't want to make their skin tone too dead looking. That is one thing that you have to be really careful of. And then same with orange, I'm gonna bring that up quite a bit as well for their skin tone. Green is where we bring it down quite a bit. Personal preference, I like their shirts to match just a little bit. They're kind of off color, so I'm gonna bring it up just a tiny little bit because I don't want the photo to be too dull. We don't want it to be gray, we just want it to be light and airy. So I'm gonna bring it up just kind of around there. That looks good to me. I'm gonna go down to luminance right here, and I'm gonna bring the luminance up. We're gonna go up on the orange. I just about almost called it skin tone. That's essentially what it is anyway. The yellow is gonna go down just a little bit. We don't want it to be like that, just is too bright. So I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit to even out what we did before. And then green, we're gonna go light. Again, because of light and airy, we want the green to be light. So I think I'm gonna bring it down to like 30. And then the blue, I'm just gonna bring up just a tiny little bit. I like to play around with the shadows a little bit. Again, this is personal preference, but I just think it adds something. And I wanted to show you exactly what I did to these photos. 154. So this is around, like, it's kind of greenish blue. If you can see, if I bring that all the way up, it's very green. So obviously I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. It just adds that green back into the trees that we kind of muted a little bit with the saturation. But we're gonna do tone curve, and I'm just gonna bring it up just a tiny bit. So as you can see, if I go down, it makes it really faded and really crazy. So you want to be really careful with this tool, but it's very powerful stuff. I like to bring it up. As you can tell, it gets softer and more faded. As you can see, if I bring it down, it goes darker. And if I bring it up, it goes lighter. So we want lighter for this one. And then I think I'm gonna bring this one down just a little bit. Yeah. So again, it goes kind of overexposed, a little bit too contrasty. So we want the soft colors. Again, it fades it just a tiny little bit, and I think that's good. Only the HSL color tab is the most important when creating the light and airy look, especially the green. Light and airy photography is very much in nature and around greenery, so you want to make sure that you are getting the green to be, you know, on this side of the controls rather than the yellow side. See, if I bring that down, it's just not cute. Somewhere around there is good. And then, you know, if I brought this back up again, right, that's like way too green. It is so neon, so you got to bring it down. It looks a little bit crazy when you first start, but don't worry, it'll all work out in the end. And that's going to be it for this quick little Lightroom tutorial. I hope that you found it helpful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.